This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 39, Jackson. And he hits Drake. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and throw for it here. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.